Okay.
Meet Tommy and Tyler. The boys are dropped off into an early classroom. Their mum signs them in and shares information about their well-being and who will collect them.
It won't be Mummy and it certainly won't be Grandad. So I will let you guys know that. Okay? Okay, you guys gonna give me a kiss real quick again?
There is always time to kiss, cuddle and wave goodbye.
Okay, you go up to the window.
At 8 o'clock, the boys' classroom opens and they go downstairs to start their day. The room is set up for free play and they are free to choose from a variety of activities. This activity was designed to develop fine motor skills, hand-to-eye coordination, and it encourages the children to move their finger, wrist and elbow pivots. The boys are also using their imagination and numerical skills.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 7 lampposts.
Wow. Lampposts, is that what they are? Oh!
Yep. These are Tommy's.
Wow. Is this one Tommy's?
Yeah. I'm going to make another one. I'm going to make one more.
Gonna make one more. Well, there's lots.
Do you want me to come and sit down there with you and I can help
That's
you?
the final one.
No, your blue tag. So your hands are free. And then if I hold this, then you try and pop that on there. That's it, well done. See? You can do it. Well done. High five. Oh, you do have dirty hands, don't you? Oh, look, it's falling over. Why do you think it's falling over? Do you need some more blue tack?
Now you need put that down, lift it up. Now can we look?
We need to mould it a bit more to pop it back on. Yeah.
The children are making tinfoil moulds of their cars to develop hand-eye coordination and pincer grip.
I'm Mr. Tinfoil as well. You're Mr. Trainfoil. And I'm Mr. Batmobile Foil. Mr. Batmobile Foil.
That's it, Zoe. Let's collect all of the cars and the trains. Okay.
The moulds are then used to problem solve and match.
We're going to try and do a match game.
I like that.
So, because we've got this ones, okay, whose one matches?
Mine.
Okay, so if we're going to put, okay, so with your one, whose does it match out of Tyler's, Zoe's and Irene's? Whose does it match?
This one.
Irene's?
Because I want to break it. Here you go. Wow, you can have these.
Oh, that's nice.
Tommy heads off to the construction area and engages in play with Alana.
This one. You can help Lyle.
This develops into paired parallel play. And with the support of the adult, this develops into a collaborative group play. Alana's presence and support ensures that the learning stays on task.
We're going to put some more at the top.
I put this on the top as well.
Careful.
Whoa! That's a big one.
It is a big colour, is it?
I'll show you.
When Tommy first chooses outdoor play, he plays independently, trying out the different vehicles. He spots Zoe working with the bricks and joins her in her play. She assigns him a role and they work together.
Tommy!
Unfortunately, the blocks he chooses to use were part of the other children's obstacle course. Zoe helps remedy the situation. But he didn't quite understand.
Tommy's silly. There's one over there. Tommy. Oh, they're not allowed to. Give that here. And you can get another one.
Picking up the heavy bricks helps to develop muscle strength and coordination and involves the use of the shoulder pivot. Tommy also has to risk assess his fingers and toes. Caitlin encourages the older children in the class to sign in to work on mark making. These children are due to start school in a few weeks, and this forms part of their transition work.
Yes, you can.
Snack occurs during the free play session, and the children are encouraged to be independent.
And then if you want yogurt, put some yogurt into there. Say, Tommy, stop when you've got enough.
As you can see, Tommy has experimented with putting his apple in his yogurt.
Where are you sitting?
How does it taste?
Yucky.
Tyler had been reading the Emergent Writing book and found this activity in it. Kay immediately built on his enthusiasm and interest, and they worked together to set up this activity. This sensory activity involves mark making and crossing the midline, essential for brain and physical development.
Ketchupy?
Ketchupy.
Tommy, please don't put that on me. You can get that on Miles' costume.
Is it
Look at
is
my
it like
hands
is it like
now.
your turn?
Yes.
Is it?
I can blink and you do
Why
this.
don't we can do a big hand then? Wow. How many fingers have you got red now?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You have got 5.
Kirstine, the room supervisor, takes a photograph to record Tommy's involvement and engagement in this mark-making activity to include in his interactive learning diary as an assessment. Tommy is usually not so keen to participate in mark-making, but the ketchup sparked his interest and drew him in.
No, bad one.
Lyle is exploring technology with a GoPro camera.
Oh, I need to got it all over it, so it's okay.
Kay had ordered new bark for the mud garden, and she wanted the children to brainstorm how the bark could be transported from the bag to the mud kitchen.
Need some more bark.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Because people have been using it.
Yeah, that's it. We've been using it, so we need to put some more in. What about maybe we can use some sand buckets?
Yeah.
Yeah. And how are we going to get the bark from in the big bag? How are we going to get the bark from there into our buckets? What are we going to use?
We're going to give it to Kay and she'll scoop it in.
You're going to give it to Kay and Kay's going to scoop it in?
Yeah.
I think Kay would like you guys to scoop it in. Maybe.
We don't need to look at this. Why is everybody?
Fine, just keep going as Tyler says. Keep going.
And I just saw something that looked like a flower. Take my fingers should be enough. Flower from bottom of eyes, tough time. task now. Yeah, come on.
Tommy chooses a challenging route to the garden to drop off his bark and asks the cameraman for help.
Oh. It's too heavy.
Is it too heavy? You seem to be doing okay there. You want to stand up on the, and then shall I pass it to you? Oh, how about starting at the lower one and go, oh, you managed. Right, ready?
Jacob and Tommy head off to refill their bucket again.
Use me! Milo, don't you want to use that? I know how. I have to go check.
This learning involved the majority of the class and continued for about 20 minutes and required limited adult intervention. The adults made the decision to step back and support when required. All of the children brush their teeth at nursery as part of their daily routine. This is a Scottish Government-funded initiative to improve oral hygiene. The adults support the children to ensure good technique, and we record to ensure all of the children have been included.
We can't go under it. Oh no, Tommy. We've got to go.
Kay is sharing a favourite story with a group of younger children in the garden. This develops into an activity where the children participate in the storytelling and they explore lots of different textures. This is a familiar activity that the children had been repeating over the last few days.
A cave, Hannah. A narrow, gloomy cave. We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no, we've got to go through it.
We going on the beer hunt. We're going for big one.
We can't go over it. We can't go under it. Oh no, we've got to go through it.
Is the youngest player begins to finish? Oh, Lyle. Is it Lyle? Yeah. I think Lyle sing first then. And then it's me, and then it's me. Because I'm a bit younger than Tyler as well. Okay.
These children had been playing a variety of tabletop games over the last few months as part of their transition to school. The children are quite familiar with the rules of this game, but the adult support is still required. This large class is split into 3 smaller age-appropriate groups for lunch. The children wash their hands in their groups. The older children take it in turns to be the lunchtime helpers. They set out the cutlery and the cups using their counting skills. The children are encouraged to be independent at lunchtime and pour their own juice. After lunch, in consultation with the children's parents, some of the children settle down to sleep. This happens in the class during free play. The other children are asked to respect the resting children.
Yeah, they're going to sleep too.
Tyler and his friends are role-playing a police officer, a firefighter and a monkey. A benefit of a mixed age group is that the younger children can model their learning from the older children. Tommy can be seen following the older boys and copying their skills. Tyler is the oldest child in the class and is a very skilled communicator. He often instigates the play situation and leads the other children.
Monkeys, follow me! Monkeys! Monkey muscles. Jacob, don't put it on my side because this side it falls over.
Unfortunately, Tommy bumped his head in the garden. Kirstine comforted him and made sure he was looked after. Kirstine is leading a florbook session where they are reviewing a previous florbook to consolidate the learning. The children had hatched chicks in the class, and Kirstine is assessing the children's understanding to plan further learning.
That laid egg. Well done. And who can tell me what this is?
It's where the chicken's food, and then there are eggs. That's the same as our one. That is our one. When they get heated up.
That's right. We put them into the incubator, and then every day we ticked it until this day, and this is when they hatched.
In the incubator.
In the incubator.
Then we took the ones that were already hatched out and left the ones that haven't hatched.
Yes, and can you remember where we put them once they hatched?
Over there in the cage.
In their cage, that's right.
Oh, that cage isn't over there now.
The other one.
You didn't, Porgy.
No,
I can
it's
mix
fine.
this one.
Right, well,
What happens if we mix the exploding one?
I can mix the exploding one and see what happens.
Yeah.
What's going on with Tom?
The children had previously explored what happens when you mix water, oil and food colouring. The resources had been displayed in the science area and the children requested to explore further.
Oh, the food colours sticking together.
Oh, it's falling down.
Yeah.
Tommy chose to play with the Play-Doh in the messy room. The children all work on their own creations.
Sausage rolls. Fun. No. Here. Going here. I got a crumbly smell.
This was a rare moment in the day when Tyler wasn't playing with Lyle and Jacob. Tyler decided to make a kite at the do-it-yourself table. He was able to choose from a variety of resources. Here you can see some of the other resources and learning bays on offer for the children to choose at free play. There is a well-resourced construction area, an indoor role play area, and behind Tyler is the imaginative play area. Tyler returns to the DIY area to find a tail. The rain was so heavy and sudden that there wasn't enough time to get wellies and coats on. Although the children got soaked, the learning and the fun was too valuable to stop. All of the children come to nursery with spare clothes, so we ensured that everyone was clean and dry when they were finished playing. Tommy and Tyler's dad arrives to collect them. The children share what they have been doing today, supported by Kay. Kay highlights the learning and shares any important information.
This morning, Tyler sat with Kay at the table, didn't you? And we had cards, lots of different style of cards,
And a train.
and a train. And then what did you do with this?
We wrapped it up and then we... No, that's not yours. No, it's not yours.
I just put it down so I can carry it.